Hello. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening. It's your Blue Archive Gacha Wheel, beginner artist self-proclaimed, and your boy, Tots on You. Welcome to the art stream. And how are you doing? So regarding the art stream, I will be drawing Yuzuki Choco from Hololive, 2nd gen, as far as I can remember. It's like the same gen as in Aquas, Shions, Ayame, and Super Shuba. And when I was looking, yeah, he was like the next candidate for having her birthday, so I'm gonna prepare something and yeah, I guess like nothing like birthday theme, just like do it, you know, before it's like too late. And I like to listen to ASMR and such, so why not? I hope your morning started off well, if it's like in the past or like, you know, like my time slots like 9 AM, it's like morning for me. I started off like pretty well, kind of. And right up in the beginning there was like a task for me. So we have like a cat. At least like my siblings up there have like. And it was about time to feed her. And I noticed there was like no more food left. No emergency ration or anything. It was completely gone. It was like after a play session. This is like when the cat is like the most exhausted, you know. After I like obtained their prey, you know, they went like zoomed here and there. They jumped up into air to like backflips, front forward flips, you know. They even like prey on the on their prey. Wait like in the hideout, and then strike random moment is like right, and this all exhausts like energy. So, and now there was like no food, you know. And if the routine is not there, cats are like really routine oriented animals. If the routine is off, they will be annoying. It's just like their way of like saying that something's not right, you know. And since the ancient times, you know, the cats have been the rulers in the house, actually. They were like the kings, the queens. And we humans are just the slaves of them, more or less. So yeah. I have like the respect for that little girl. For that little cat there. The P word. But in any case, now that there was this problem, I gave a I did like a temporarily decision. Something that's gonna work temporarily on giving her a favorite fruit. Like not necessarily like cat food, right? But some goodie. I don't know, do you call it goodie? Did you remember how it was? English, no, I forgot. Like when I try to remember a word, I sometimes have only like saved it up as Japanese or Yeah, I gave her basically like treats. You know, similar to us humans when we have like Snicker bars, chips, Haribo, you know. Those like can fill the stomach, but they don't necessarily make you full. It was just like a temporary solution. So I gave her like a handful of like treats, of like cat treats. And she seemed like happy, yeah, but it was like not a proper meal. So I went like afterwards to the butcher, bought like something of meat, realized it was like pork, and you can't like necessarily you can't like really give pork to cats, at least not raw. Normally if cats like, you know, catch their prey, mostly birds or like smaller animals like rats and everything, and they can eat them raw, right? They're gonna eat them raw, but pigs are not necessarily on their target list. So you have to like, you know, and normally in cat food there's also like no pork meat, so you have to cook it actually. I cook it like in water for about 20 to 30 minutes. Then I gave it to her and she seemed like kind of satisfied with that. I was like not quite the same, but I was like kind of worried. I bought the meat, it was like maybe $3. Then cut like small pieces from there. Turn on the how do you call it? Induction plate? Induction heater? Something like that. It's not a stove. Let it boil like in a pot kind of, like simmering for about like 20-30 minutes. And then it kind of like worked out. I was like not really sure, does a cat want to eat that? What if it's like properly cooked? But when I took it out, it had like a different kind of color. Like when they were like raw, it was still like red and everything. But when I took it out, it had like, the color was like mostly gone. And when I cut it open, it looked like an inside. It was cooked. It was cooked. So yeah. It was like kind of my first time doing that, but you know, it looked like fine at first. And yeah, I gave it to the cat. Let her like smell it, you know. Hey, I got you something new. Wanna check it out? Had like a little kind of plate for her. Normally you have like those bowls, right, where you like can put all them cat food in like water, right? But usually those bowls are like not necessarily great for them. They have like some kind of beard, right? I don't know how you call it, but if those touches like some rich edges and everything too much, there's like something of a fatigue, and they're like less motivated to like eat or something. So having like a flat kind of plate, you know, is like better for them than those bowls. Even like those bowls, they save like some space in the way like they're like designed. Usually I don't care much about other people back in the days. But the cats, something tingled, you know. thinking a bit there. It's like kind of that charm, that magic, you know? That they do something with you. When you're like, okay, shoganai ne? Especially they are like smaller animals, right? They're smaller than us, they are more vulnerable. When they look up to us, have like... use like their facial muscles to look like sad, and then they... even though they don't really use their vocal cords, they try to use it to communicate with us, kind of like imitating our language, or at least like create some tones, and then be like, and they try to sound cute as possible while they look like looking sad with dog eyes at you. And then it's like, ah, shoganai ne, shigatanai yo ne, and then yeah, you give them what they want. In my case, I had to work to get them what they want. It was like not, you know, reaching your hand out to a shelf when there's magically their food, you know, everything. I had to like actually go outside, touch grass, go to the butcher, be like, yeah, I had this one, please. Onegaishimasu, and you know, and then actually cook and everything. You know, normally if you buy like chicken or like let's say beef, and the cat can eat it raw, you know, but with like pork is like pretty dirty. Some people of certain religions would like say it's haram, you know, and yeah, it had to be cooked. Not really sure why it's haram, you know. Like, I know like pigs are like some kind... are like portrayed as dirty animals since they're like... they like to dive in mud, you know, and play in there. But actually it should only like affect their skin, like the out, you know, like the outer shell, instead of like the inside. And most of the meat is like from the inside. But I guess, you know. And every animal is like different in the end of the day. I mean, like fugu is also like different from other fishes, right? You can't like just eat it, they're like poisonous. And they're like in this kind of mindset, okay, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna take you with me. Take this, you know. Kind of badass, but at the same time, yeah. It's also a sign we should not eat fugu. But then some Japanese is like, what if, you know, let me cook. Let me cook, bro. Remove like, you know, the one tank with like poison they had like in their body, and then they were like eatable. But the way they taste like is not that it's like not that special. It's just like the thrill of like that you might die. But usually the chefs are like doing a good job. Like I think in years, not really sure, maybe in a decade, there were like no death cases to like fugu. It's like a really poisonous kind of liquid they have like there stored in their body. And once something happens to their body, you know, if they get like you know, ended, and the whole body is like poisoned, and if they are gonna to be eaten, you know, then it's like, okay, take it with me. Kurai in my Heraldo's blush. Or maybe like Vegeta, you know? Like how he takes like Boo with him. And explodes himself just so that he can take out Boo. Even like with his sex sacrifice, can't see his family again. And is gonna stay in hell forever since he died already once and can't like be revived again. And then at the end, it was just like all for nothing. Boo still survived and he can regenerate himself. Kind of OP. I think this is like the sentiment of those fugu fishes. But yeah, we humans also have to like to cook meat. Like pig, pork, you know, before we can eat it. So I guess not much of a difference. The only difference is like don't add any spices if you want to give it to a cat. If you want to eat it yourself, you know, you can do whatever you want with the meat. Like simmer it in oil, you know, make like more fatty, then it's gonna taste a lot better, you know. Salt, some pepper, maybe other spices, maybe like put in sauce, you know, let it dive in there, let it cook in there, and then the sauce is gonna not be only on the outside but also on the insides of the meat, and then it's like, yo, that's super great. Can make it like really nice to eat, you know. It's like not too tough, but you can like just bite through it. Like if it's like not too cooked, but like there's like some people like order medium rare or medium well. But they like to have it like a little bit red so it's like easier to chew. And it can like kind of melt in your mouth like easy. I'm like not much of a meat eater, at the very least I don't have that many opportunities, but after you know, treating the cat like a king, like a queen, I was like, yeah, you know, cooking is kind of like fun. Like it's not about, you know, like burger flipping on like following a recipe and like doing the same thing over and over again, but you're like a chef and you can like adapt to any situation. Like if you need to like adjust certain things, you know. That's my first time drawing Choco-sensei. Choco-sen. I'm not really sure. But the most memorable things are like, you know, her horns and then wings. She's like a succubus. She is a succubus. But since she's now on Hololive, it's not Aerolive anymore. The Aerolive era. Yeah, that has to tone it down. And ASMR content, the rules around it are like much stricter now, since like not necessarily a human will refuse it. And if a human refuse it, then yeah, they're like some cherry boy. But to be honest, those people do exist, those cherry boys. I know like someone who's like still one. Probably. At least that's like my my up-to-date, it's like outdated, but that's at least like in my data bank, like about 2-3 years ago. This was kind of my impression. I'm gonna do it roughly first. Rough and dirty. At least the face should like look okay. Okay, around the end it gets like more wavy. Oh, this is like, yeah, why she looks like good. Hmm? She has a nice voice, to be honest. Her singing skills were like not up to par with most of the members, but she had like a nice voice with the potential. And it's like nice to see how this like works out for her. Even though one of the first things you might think is like that she kinda lewd, you know, and she had like something like content that were kind of like suggestive, you know, and she got like banned several times. And this is a compliment. More or less. But yeah. If I'm gonna throw her, why not in real, right? By choosing this chibi style still. But you know, it's like better than not throwing. My skills in like drawing chibis are getting better, but Trigonometry, you know, will be like nerfed. But yeah, you have like certain goals in drawing, do whatever, right? Do whatever to reach it. If you don't have goal, then yeah, do whatever. Whatever you please. You have the freedom. Chiuda! I can remember, didn't Choco-sen had one ASMR kind of video with like 360 VR? It's something like that, I remember. Actually, maybe I could like watch it before I like sleep. And let myself fully immerse. Have her whisper in my ear. Like really softly. Oh my god. I hope the video's still up. I kinda like remember it like from about 3 years ago. Remember, I know like that. I didn't know that I would be so much into ASMR. I would like enjoy the voices of like people like close to my ear. It all like, you know, the way I like introduced was like by Kizuna. And she had like those kind of shorter videos, you know, that were like skits, and she introduced like ASMR, like what it is, you know, like pretty much educational. Just at the very end, she like added a little touch of herself that you know, it's like this aishiteru game, and whoever like turns red first, you know, whoever blushes first is like losing. And this game was like rigged. She did like, she said her line of aishiteru, and then it was scripted in a way that we lose. And yeah. But I guess they wanted to emphasize that Ai-chan's cute, yeah. That means she is cute. This was like kind of an introduction of ASMR. And I can see now, looking back at it. Yeah, if ASMR is used in a way, you know, like anime tropes, tsundere, you know, or like anything to make you blush. I can see why it has a market, rather than being like calming sounds, or like, oh, sounds come from here, or you're like, imagine you're at the beach, the waves are like, you hear the sound of the waves, wind is like freezing, I like those seagulls, ew, ew, ew. Imagine you're like at this place, relax. Enjoy the sounds of the sand going through your feet. Hot warm sand. You're being buried by other kids who like take advantage of you, exposing yourself to danger and relaxing. Mind them. Yeah. I'm not doing good at our job, I guess. Okay. Choco-san. Choco-san 3D is really enjoyable. She knows what to do. Normally it's not on my radar, but when she gets into my site, I'm like, yeah, why not? And she's pretty based. Did you saw her thumbnails for some of her videos or like live streams? If you're like cultured, maybe you do know about Fumihiko sensei. He's kinda based. And I think like Fumihiko sensei likes her for that as well. Like if you're cultured at the very least. And she has a nice body shape, Yoko-sen. It's an hourglass shape. Man. But I mean, she has to like, kind of like, conceal her form. Else, YouTube's getting, you know, gonna be like, oi 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 oi, this is not what we discussed on Cherry Boy. But those times where they got like banned were also like kind of interesting, like for their content. That they use like those kind of you know, things as opportunity, similar to like what Crony did when like the crypto coin thing came. Crony coin. I think like most YouTubers did that. Like abusing that. Make it into content. At least like when you're a good content creator, you do know how to make use of those kind of things. You should do know. It's just like about the idea. Yeah, this might be bad, but wouldn't be freaking funny if we did that, you know? It's like similar, you know, to the sentiment of, you know, like, what's the English title for that? Very good parents? Not really sure, but there was like this kind of meme where Timmy Turner was like praying, and then it's like, please do let this and this happen. It would be so freaking funny. It's like pretty much the sentiment. Like, yeah. let's say like Smash Bros. Ultimate, right? Many people wish like for certain characters to be represented in the game, so they can play them and they have like cool trailer and everything. And are like, yeah, they get like their own W. But sometimes they're like trolls around there, you know, who would like, please add Waluigi to Smash, it would be so funny. It's like a meme pick, pretty much. And if like the funny option gets like true, nice, you know, you have like something to laugh about. It's pretty much about the mindset that, yeah, make it like funny. Of course it takes like prep time. Like being smart alone is like not enough, you know. Like being smart is good, yeah. But being prepared, no, smart doesn't overcome like the thing of like prepared. Like Batman with prep time can beat like a smart opponent, surely. There will be a weak spot, you know, the element of surprise, like sneak attack. There might be strategy involved, you know. And even if the guy is smart, if he's not prepared of what's coming towards him, yeah, it's gonna be bad. Gonna look bad for the smart guy. Like David versus Goliath, right? At the very least, David has a slingshot. And this, yeah, did it. Okay, I'm pretty much done with the sketch. Just like, making it a little bit cleaner. I don't do line art. Erasing what I don't need, drawing over it. And yeah. I'm taking it slowly, I don't go like high speed. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna chill out, yap a little bit while I do the drawing, you know. And yeah, call it day after I finish the coloring. Nothing too big. If I feel like fancy, maybe I add some effects, but yeah, no need. At least like, you know, if I scroll like through galleries, it's like nice when there's like something unique every now and then. But if it's like in terms of like, okay, artist wants to draw cute girls, it's also fine if they, you know, if it's like consistent. Like I follow a lot of Japanese artists for them drawing cute girls. Or at least like girls I know and like. I think everyone has like that, right? But some people like follow a dedicated artist, you know? Dedicated Ura artist. Kura-chan, Sami-chan. I mean like, if you draw Gura fan art, this pops off actually. Since she has like, of VTubers, you know, like the highest amount of like subs. You could like get more of actually. But she more or less is like, she's like sporadically here and there. But when she comes back, when she has like the motivation, it's like always great to see that happen. Actually, I have to like watch her B-side stream. But I do remember like watching her horror gameplay, horror streams. She was like nice. I got like to see, I think like, what was that? A Biohazard. Yeah, it was some kind of escape game. like a lot of like horror kind of games when Sumu game, like rhythm games, are like still an issue to obtain the rights, the perms to like stream it. Like you have to go like to several kind of people, not only to like one company like for an email there, but you know, to the game developers, then to everyone who is like responsible for the music, and then you have to wait for the okays of all of them. If even one says no, it's like you know, and it can take like time. It can take like time for them to answer their. So it's like kind of a hell here. Like even Same-chan doesn't get it, and the perms. But horror games, yeah, well, a close second. The way she screams, I don't know. It's cute, but also like it's really entertaining. Makes you like awake. You know, yeah, I guess it only like works really well with like those cute girls, you know, they scream. But it's also like respectful. But you also like gain a little bit of respect if they stay like stone cold, you know, like if they don't get scared at all. I have like my fair amounts of like where I gonna shout out loud like jump scares. It's like normal, right? But when there's like this kind of discomfort, like the scene's like building up, and then something happening, you know, this is like but they can also catch your moments where you do not expect it. This is like also like a thing. You feel like maybe confident for once, and then like, haha, come get me, and then actually they come and get you, and it's like, whoa! He said it's a horror game. I was like thinking it was just like an indie game, like fun with like girls, and then maybe like Doki Doki, it has like this slow build-ups, but actually, you know, if it's 3D, you can move around, it's a lot faster paced. You do not have much time to like overthink your decisions. Sometimes there are like moments where you can think about it, you know, and take it slowly. I like doing things slowly at sometimes, but you know, if I get like reminded of like, hey, you can't like not stand around here and like, you know, then yeah. I think it's not a spoiler that Misa is a horror game, right? I mean, it's the same way as Minecraft can be a horror game. Like if you're like in the caves, or like doing something in the dark. But most likely it's like the case, you know, where you're like reliant on the amount of food you brought with you to like regenerate health, and so that the hunger bar is like not going down, you know. But also you're like lack of light, and if you maybe lose your pickaxe, it might and have no wood, that might be like pretty much you're like pretty much bad spot. What's cool that you can still dig with your bare hands, but it takes like a long time. You can maybe like make something like a staircase in the emergency. But if you're like really desperate, you know, then just end yourself in the game in Minecraft, you know, and then respawn, and then go back to the place where the character, you know, got like killed. Also possible, but sometimes you do not know the how you actually get to this place, you know. Maybe it might be like further away. There are like a lot of things to consider. Especially you don't want to end on a Zen lost in Minecraft. I haven't like played Minecraft in a long time, but I do recognize that's a good game. Every time I play it. I think like it's a good game. Top 10 game maybe. But what's top 10, you know? I can't really recall my tops. Like a lot of like adult games I play. A lot of them suck or like mediocre, but there are actually hidden gems among them. And some of them are like my top list, kind of. I'm not sure like if I should mention those, but maybe it's like okay, right? Like, you know, when they're like VTuber debuts in Hololive, they always list like those things off that they like and dislike. And I remember like from Fuamoko and like Flayon that they listed like some aero games they played. So like vision novels, but not all ages, but like you know, they can be like for adults. And they're a pretty base pick. They all have. Like even, yeah, I think like even Gavis Battle 2, so like the twin brother of Gavis Battle. He was like to he was like to Flair maybe something around on the mark of like, hey, you got a based gaming, but you have based choices. I like it. Like that. But yeah, if like those things like Tsukihime, you know. Nah, yeah, Tsukihime is like pretty much torture. Like you see a lot of bad ends, like this game has a lot of bad endings. You see it all play out in all its fashion, and then it's like the most horrible way to die ever. If it's not, if you're like lucky, maybe you get like a fast death. But it's like, those are like all bad endings. It's like, oh man, I did the wrong choice again. Like those kind of games, they make it like really, they really like set the tone of how important choices are. Similar to like Dark Souls on like how important it is that you get good. You can't, this is like not a casual game, you filthy gamer. Go back to Super Mario and walk towards the left. Like yeah, games should deserve like something like a difficulty. But it's kind of like weird, like the discussion of like video games in times. Like back in the days it was like, oh, don't let kids play games, they get violent. This increases like the violence among those young people, but it's not necessarily like that. It's just like for them escapism, that they can like process what happened during the day, like the bad things, and games are like kind of comfort there. It is not necessarily the game that's like at fault, but like the bullying at school that you know, it's like the cause for them being aggressive. People like focus on the wrong things, kind of. Like if they don't do good at school, if the parents, for example, are like not really responsive, if they don't have like a big kind of friend group, or like no friends at all, and all they have to do is like do games. At some point they snap, you know, if all the bullying, all the bad circumstances are like not getting better, then yeah, it's not the video games that are at fault, it's just like the problems around there. Live Choco, a succubus girl? Yeah, I think so too. I love her ASMR, I must like say. Great voice for that. And she got better at singing. And it's like pretty nice with someone that has like a voice like hers. In any case, welcome 8 to the art stream. But yeah, so going back to the topic of like video games, you know, it was like back in the days, like it was like the thing of like violence, you know, like in video games, and that this like influences the children. But yeah, this discussion is kind of like, nah, it's like the bullying. It's like what happens outside of that, like during school, and everything. But also, then at some point it was like difficulty thing. But the answer was like pretty much, yeah, like literature, like movies, entertainment. Games are like for pretty much everyone. It covers like everything. If people like want to speedrun, if they want to be a hardcore, they can do this. If they want to have like cozy time, there's maybe like Candy Crush, you know, where you can like tingles like a little bit of your brain. Maybe you really want it cozy. There are like simulation games like Stardew Valley. They're like Animal Crossing, right? Something like that. But nowadays it's like about DEI something, that they want to include everyone, and then they create like ugly looking girls and boys, kind of, and then it's like, oh, we don't want to leave out all the other people who don't look as good, you know, and it's like not really good for the marketing, I must like say. If I want to buy anime figurine, for example, I don't want to like buy some kind of fatso who's like eating 24/7 in like McDonald's, and you know, and has like this beer belly, and yeah. For certain characters it's like okay, but you know, if every character in the game looks like this, it's like, yeah. If I don't find like an oasis in the desert, it's like not worth it. Like before you feed someone through the stomach, you have to please the eye first, right? And if what I'm looking at is like not, you know, doesn't look good, I'm not gonna go to the restaurant. In this case, like indies, like those little stalls, you know, those ramen stalls like Shibaseki, they look like better than like big corpus like let's say Wendy's or like Five Guys to me. Gonna go there in case. Hello. Yeah, hello back, wrong tea. Welcome to the art stream. I'm trying Yuzuki Choco from Hololive. Welcome. But yeah, if it looks good, but the gameplay is bad, like the contents of it, then yeah, it's also like not great. It's cool that they're like trailers at the least. This gives like a little bit of a vibe, of like an insight on like what to expect. Like with Assassin's Creed Shadows, it was like, yeah, a lot of misrepresentation of like Japanese culture. It really looked like China, not like Japan. But then if you look at like Showa American Story, it's obviously a parody. They don't take it like, they don't take themselves seriously, and it's like, yeah, it looks pretty funny. It's like pretty meme-ish, and this looks kind of like good ever content. Also, Kobo's there. Yeah, she's also there. I'm Japanese? Hey, fantastic. What time is it at your time? I think like evening, right? Omawa. On the left side you have like some samples of my art, so that you know what to expect on how it looks like. Some people go like really early, and I'm like a sketch phase, and they don't really know how it will like look in the end. But yeah, sometimes I cannot understand what you say. Sorry. That's alright. Daijoubu. You're here to learn. And maybe to watch something happen. Can you speak Japanese? A little bit. 日本語が少しわかります。My Japanese is pretty UI. I can read it a little bit. If you gamers, if you guys are typing. But I can't read some kanjis. I'm still learning. You know some Japanese words? I'm surprised. Yeah. A lot of people who are interested in YouTubers, anime, Japanese culture in entertainment, like YouTube, manga, anime, they do know a little bit some Japanese words. Not perfect, but I can understand a bit. From what I know is that one of my family members will go to Japan in May. He's gonna be there about a month. Want to learn Indonesian, but in Japanese university is difficult. Indonesia, yeah. Bahasa Indonesia. Is it because of Hololive Indonesia that you want to learn it? If that is your goal, you know, to understand Kobo and the other girls better, then I wish you luck. Can do it, gambare. But learning is difficult. You're welcome. In the past I've watched a lot of VTubers. A lot of Hololive. Niji Sanshi a little bit too. But enough that I can like talk to everyone. Like to every fan. Today, like recently, there's not always time. So the most I can do is watching clips or drawing fan art. Fan arto. It is a good way. It is a good way to support. Even though you can't do much back in the days, you at least can do something, it's good. Do what you can. English level is low, sorry. Daijoubu. My Japanese level is low too. Sorry. But I hope my English is easy to understand. You don't understand the meaning, but you hear what I say, at the very least. I'm gonna speak if I'm speaking Japanese, it might become really broken. Really bad. If it's not like some one-liner. It's gonna be like, yeah, 日本語意味わからない。日本語に聞こえます。大丈夫。Something like that. ペラペラじゃない。Yes, sounds native. 日本語上手. Thank you. But I do get like some slangs. In the textbook, Kyokasho, they say wakaranai, right? For I don't know. But if I watch like movies or hear Japanese people speaking, they say wakanai, not wakaranai, right? So maybe I should like say wakanai more often than yeah, what the Kyokasho says. I respect you because you can speak 3 languages. Thank you. Yeah, my 3rd language is German, Deutschugo. I think some Japanese think Doitsugo is interesting. Sounds cool. Like Shingeki no Kyojin has a lot of German, lot of Doitsugo names. Things like Schneider. Sound like cool, right? What? Not Indonesian? No, I'm not Indonesian. Indonesia じゃないよ。ドイツ人です。But Indonesian, they can speak a lot of language, at the very least bilingual. Who can speak a little bit English, a little bit Japanese, a little bit Chinese. When Indonesia, right? There's not like 4 languages. She can speak a lot. Isu can do a little bit Japanese. She can speak English, Indonesia, 3 languages. I'm confused. Yeah, of course, yeah. You came like to this stream, maybe thinking, oh, Tosan you. This is Indonesian boy. No, I'm Deutschjin. Deutschjin desu. You're super, 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 man. Thank you. すごいでしょ、僕は。Where do you live in? Huh? I live in Germany. Deutsche 出身です。Born in Germany? Born in Germany? Yes. There are people in Germany who are interested in Japan and anime YouTuber. There is culture, bunka in there. Little bit anime, little bit Japan. Can also be a diplomat? Yeah, maybe. But there are already a lot of diplomats out there. They pronounce it even. I mean, we have something like anime convention, similar to Comic in Japan. Or convention is called Dokumi. It's the biggest in Europe. And sometimes there we get some Japan, like directors from anime, seiyus, and singer from their bands. So there's a little bit of that. and Dokumi is in Düsseldorf. And in Düsseldorf, there's also Japanese culture, Japanese Nihon no bunka. You know, in New York, there's something like Chinatown, right? We have in Germany also something of a Japan town. And this is there in Düsseldorf called Little Tokyo. So if you want to like study there, you know, and a little bit uncomfortable, you be like confused, weak with your German, and you need help from Japanese people, cool. In Düsseldorf there are Japanese people. I would like to visit Germany because good air. We have very good bread. Sugoi pan. I'm in a rural area, so I've never been to Comic Mart. Yeah, Comic is pretty far, pretty big. You have to wait a long time until you get in. A lot of people want to go there. I think like in Germany we have like the best bread. Sikachi pan. Some people think in France, croissant pain might be the best. But I was in France, I eat that bread. It's good. Like if they do like croissant, this is good. But bread is better in Germany, say. I have a Japanese friend here in Germany too. Came here like to study. Think like he wants to do medicine. What's it called? Suri? Something like that. Something like Isha, doctor, you know, something like that. Yeah, we have like a university student. Daigakse? No, something like that. I'm not interested in France. Okay, good. A lot of people say French food. Food from France is like really good. But yeah, I'm not always interested there. It's like fine. Okay. There he. I'm a high school student? Ah, kokose. Cool. For a high school student, your English is good. Eigo jouzu. You can speak and write English better than a lot of Japanese people. It's great. Sugoi. Sugoi desu ne. Do you mind repeating me? Yeah, why not? Depends. But I think your English is pretty good. Your English is better than a lot of Japanese can speak. People learn like, this is a pen. And then, yeah, that's about it. I could not hear? Sorry. Yeah, I was saying that your English is pretty good. Eigo jozu. Speak it better than a lot, than most Japanese people. A lot of Japanese people, many Japanese people, they can't speak English or they can't speak it well. They can do something like, "Hello, good morning. How are you? Thank you, I'm fine. I wish I were a bird." They use like one-liners. It's funny, but yeah. But it's cute. We love it when people try. Good Japanese. My pronunciation, yeah. Which doesn't look. Hello, Surf. Actually, I got raided. Thank you for the raid, Surf. San, love your art. Thank you. Hope your stream has been fine. Last time I got raided in a while. How was your stream? What did you guys do? Anyways, also like welcome to the raiders and the lurkers with that. I'm going to be done very soonish, so I'm gonna let you set you free if you decide to you're like deciding to stick a little bit longer. Just until then. Ah, it's a game made in Indonesia. One of my viewers here, they were like interested in Indonesian culture. Pretty nice. It's a good game, I heard, like. Hope you had like a good time there. Good visual novel? Enjoying the story there. Fantastic. I haven't played it yet, but I saw like a good of nice things. Encourages me to play it sometimes as well. But man, with gaming streams from my side, it's pretty niche, I must like say. What I do. It's mostly like, must like say gacha games. When I was like active, it was like maybe like fighting against raid bosses, so like endgame content. But since a mobile game, like most gacha games, it's not necessarily interesting to watch. Maybe for the player, it's like a nice, challenging experience, but you know, if it's like not hardcore, there will not be a lot of like most people who like watch streams, they are like pretty casual in terms of like certain games. So I have a little bit of a disadvantage there. But niche is pretty good. You like stick to it and check it out. Type of games. Yeah, thank you. I will. Like besides gacha games, I also did like a fair bit of visual novel games. And similar to like Flare and Furamoko, I do have like my culture selection there as well. Recently, Chinese and Korean games are as high level as Japanese ones. It is also the case with other things. Why do you, Germany, have interest in Japanese culture? I would say that Chinese and Korean gamers they have like the issue of male loneliness. How do I translate that in Japanese? This is like something more complicated. Yeah, I can't like simplify it. Can't explain it like in easy words. But you'll go to bed, but have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, and sleep tight. Thanks for the raid and checking by. There's like the thing about male loneliness there. Especially after COVID-19 happened in the year of 2020. A lot of people were like alone at home. And usually the way people comfort each other is like via body contact with like hugs like takishimete and you know, girls, women's, they do that. It's like fine. But with men like otokos, they usually don't hug each other, right? Because it's like not male and it's like seen as weakness. But hugging is important. They're like it does comfort you if you hug someone. There are like some health benefits with it, right? If you have a pet, there will be a lot of body contact as well. And it does increase your longevity, your lifetime. You can live longer if you have like more body contact. But since a lot of males don't have these options of like hugging someone or having pets who like assist them, all they can do is to, you know, play games, I think. And similar in the anime No Game No Life, I think this is how like hardcore gamers can be born. Because all they can do is to sit in front of the gaming console or the gaming PC and play games. All they can do to spend their time day by day. I'm pretty sure you didn't understand everything, but this is my explanation on why people there are good gamers. And maybe how this can be is unhealthy. Games are not bad. Games are fun, I know. But if that's all you have in life, you get good at it. You can feel warm when you see somebody or pets look happy. Yeah, this is true. Now, a lot of anime, when we have like people who are good at games, they're like hikikomori. They're like, they don't have a good relationship with their parents. They're like alone in their room, locked up, you know? And when they eat, it's like that the parents put like, they cook their food, they put it on a tray, like the rice, miso soup in front of their door. When they snatch it and continue to their day, they're going to go to work, they're going to go to school, and it's, I think like it's a similar, it is like similar. Maybe because of a trauma, you know, maybe they got bullied in school. There are like a lot of problems. Hikikomori is a dream which everyone wants to be. I don't know. I don't know about hikikomori being a dream. I do enjoy working and not being a hikikomori. But I do understand, you don't have to work, you can just stay at home, play games every single day. Can watch anime. You have a lot of freedom. And the rent is being paid by the parents. The yachin is being paid. Rent. But this is not a good way of living. Maybe you will notice that when you get in a position. If you start to become a hikikomori. For my own experience, from my experience, how it's called? Keiken experience? It was nice for the first 3 days. I would like say 1 week. But the longer you did nothing, the worse it felt. Especially if you still live in your parents' house. There will be pressure at some point. I would like to say social pressure. I think a lot of Japanese people understand this the best. You don't want to stand out, you want to follow the rules. Japanese people are really good at following rules. Like everyone is working. Enough that the rent is paid, that there's food in the refrigerator, like in the reizoku, the laundry is being made. They make sure to throw like clothes that are dirty in the sentaki, in the washing machine, you know. And you have like everything ready, everything clean, you have food. But you, the hikikomori, you didn't do any work. When you're like at the bottom of the household society, you're like low tier, and then parents are like top tier, right? SQ are like the oyas, and then you, as hikikomori, you're like FQ or something, failure. I live in a dormitory now, so I want to get freedom. It's important to like try it yourself, like with being alone. It can be cool, and you get experience, you learn a lot. Nothing beats experiencing things for yourself and learning. This is not bad. I want some background, I think. Japan, I think few people think working is fun. Working is not fun at all, I must say. I don't work because I think it's fun, because I need to do it to get money, to earn money. You don't need to do things because it's fun, you know? Because you have to do it. It's the same as going to school. You don't need motivation, you don't need fun for that. You do it because everyone else does it. And maybe you need the money, maybe you want to be looking good in your resume. Don't know the word for that. But if you have good records, if people look at your past and they see you did really well, you have the chance on getting a good job, a good working place. If you do like bad in school, you have less chances on getting a good working place. They're like Japan, the work culture is really toxic, really bad if you're like unlucky and not good in school. Yeah, people overwork themselves and their health is getting bad. A lot of people are like, who are not good in school, they're working in the end of in like black companies. It's like what's called? I say like black company, but what was that? Kuro Geiche? Google. I asked Google. Black company, Japan. I don't know. Whatever. But there are black companies there. They look nice at first, from the outside, but when you go in, it's pretty dark on what they have there. But yeah, you don't need to listen to me. It's just like someone who watched something and was like, yeah, just like just like my 2 cents on like this topic. Don't take it serious. This stream is just for entertainment, and maybe education in terms of like how to do art from start to finish. If you want more information about whatever I talk about, let's say like Japanese working culture, seek like for an expert if you want more of that. Disclaimer, just in case. Don't take it too serious what I say. Keine young people dressed in because we will tend to start keep balance. Yeah. I know work is not great in Asia. You don't have insurance? So if you are like, if you're getting ill, the company is not helping you. You have to help yourself. And then give you more work as a result of not coming to work, for example. This is like something that can happen. Or if you're getting into a traffic accident, like Kotsu Jiko, I think, when they are like, yeah, that's your fault, you have to come to work, you had to like plan ahead, don't get hit, low skill issue, maybe something like that. They can be really toxic there. Yeah, nobody is helping you there. Or if you're getting old and with that weak, it's also like that I still see like old people, some grandpas, some grandmas, like some OG sons, they're like still working there, they're like 70, 80 years old. There's like not a good insurance system there. In Germany we have like pretty good insurance for that. It's a good life-work balance. You will get a culture shock when you get there, but you start living here and working for as well, not only for holiday, like not only for vacation, tourist, but actually living in Germany. It's pretty good there. At least that was like from what I get from Japanese friends in Germany. And like someone who did a YouTube video for that. The German was not bad. They lived like 5 years here. They were like talking like pretty good. But yeah, in any case, do what you think makes you happy in life. Like, you deserve a lot. Yeah, you can say whatever you want there in the chat, fine, regarding Japan. It's like fine. I also think Japan has problems. A lot of people who are in the politics for Japan, they are like old people. They stick to traditions, so when things have worked back then, it will work again. We don't need to change anything. And it's pretty bad there, I do admit. And you can't say anything bad to them as well if you are a Japanese citizen. They have like those defamation laws. There's like a famous case with like a dentist practice, like if Aisha, I think, Haishain? Not nothing like that, but you know, they're like those reviews. You can give like 1 stars to 5 stars review. In that case, it was that the dentist there, they ruined their teeth. And he got hurt a lot from that. It was like a lot of pain, a lot of itai. And he left like a bad review, like 1 star, and said like the truth of that, you know, that it was like not good. Please be aware. And this did the dentist practice pretty bad business. Because of that, they were like able to go to court and yeah, sue him. Don't know how you say that in Japanese. He said the truth that it was bad, but because it was, you know, doing their business not good, they could go to court, and the one who left the review loses the battle. He lost a lot of money maybe, or got into jail, whatever. Pretty bad. So a lot of Japanese people, they can't say anything because they will lose. So yeah, if you're like in Japan, maybe think about learning English and then get the heck out of there. Like go to another country. Like this was an example of like the defamation law, but there are a lot of more weird rules out there. I sometimes like watch videos regarding Japan, since I'm like pretty interested in the culture there. And yeah. You asked me why Germany is interested, like why Deutschujins are like interested in Japan. I think it's like, it's pretty exotic, the culture's interesting. You have like, when we think about Japan back in the days, it's like, oh, samurai, they have like those katanas, this looks like pretty cool. And there are like a lot of people in Kyoto for tourists, right? But there are also people who watch anime, who watch VTubers, and then they go there to like see more of the culture. They go like to Akihabara, buy figurines, buy doji, you know, yeah. We have also otakus in Deutsch and Deutsch and yeah, in Deutschland and Germany. Okay. of Japan, but I cannot change anything. I want to study foreign language. Okay, fantastic. I wish you luck in your endeavor, in your goal. You can do that. But luck is from short duration, so I would like say I wish you success. Success. Success means like seiko, right? Seiko. That you can get this completion. I want people who love Japan to live in Japan and save Japanese culture. I don't know. I'm still learning. Still doing Benkyo, Mada Benkyo. But who knows? I think if a lot of people in Japan will say something, and they have to listen to their population. I think Japan is democracy, so it's about the votes of the people in there, of like Nihon Shushin. But it's like saying you have to do something, but not doing anything, you know? Like when everyone is like not supporting it anymore, just like keeping away from it, but just focusing on your own life. This can also work. Maybe. Like no action, like indifference. Leaving behind, yes. It's like your plan. I mean, this works too. There are like many actions you can do. Whatever you're comfortable with. I don't know the right answer as well. There's so many. There's so many you can do. But in any case, that's all. Yeah, politics in Japan are like crazy. I saw like a lot of educational videos about it. Can do pretty much it. There's even like a politician who is like Joker from the Joker movie novel. Japan is crazy. Japan やばいですよ. But in any case, that's all for now. I am done with drawing Yuzuki Choco from Hololive 2nd generation. Nikise. Thank you all for watching. Entertaining me. I hope I was able to entertain you guys as well. And wish you all a nice rest of the day, evening, a good night, whatever time zone in the world you are. And with that I say, bye bye!